Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. If you're here with me in the Discord or the YouTube chat or in the X chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have Sean Duncan, Billy Joe, Tomoki, Anita Lowe, Rips Mod, Triple C, Mike, Billy, Double RC, SD Casper, G Lines. What up? We got the Storm, Fat Guy SW, Repberg TW, Josiah, National Keegs, Fat Citizen, Robino, Plum Tingles, Mike Kelvin, Frank, Spastrick, good morning. What's happening? What's up on Micros? Aldo, Crypto Trays, Billy Joe, Dr. Fail, Cody, Ms. Health Freak, Punisher, Timmy, Mike, Arctic, Marvin, Work It, Angel, Jose, Richard, Skunked, NLV, Picky Anya, Matt Walker, good morning to you, Ray, JK Vexo, Momo, Thomas L. Jess, good morning to you, Don, Cashcraft, Barefoot, Greenback, Pino, good morning. Good morning. What's up, McGruff? Good morning to you, Bull Shark, Joe, Royal Trades, Ahmed, 3 Res, Consistently Fly. Good morning, JR, Bronby. Markets are kind of holding. I thought they were going to pull back this whole move. Anybody know what started this whole? Was anybody trading during this time? The London session? Somebody has to know, right? Somebody has to know. No video in Discord. Oh, well, I don't know why that took so long. There we go. Sorry. I can't believe it took somebody that long. Sorry. Got a case of the tards this morning. Anybody know why this down here? Nobody said anything. I mean, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to see me either. Nobody knows? Nobody knows? Nobody knows? Come on. Oh. ECB talked about that they're going to be possibly lowering rates even more. Nobody knew that. Come on. That's too bad. Anybody know what caused this? See how we're doing quizzes this morning. Anybody know what caused that? Nope. Nobody knows. Nobody's winning the pop quizzes this morning. This was Trump saying that we might give a discount on tariffs to China auto parts. How was that? There might be some exclusions for, hey, look at, yeah, Captain Jim got it. Hey, at least somebody got it. There we go. Oh yeah, TW got it too. Nice. So yeah, we're still in that environment that is like spooky because it can catch you offsides. It can catch you offsides. So we have our Tradeify accounts, our Take Profit Trader accounts, which I need to trade today. Didn't trade those yesterday. And then Apex accounts, which are like $1,000 away from passing. And then I got the Percy. Percy we have not traded today. So, yeah. We'll see what happens. We got a lot of news coming out today. We got jobless claims because it is Thursday, as you know. We also have Chicago Fed's National Activity Index and the preliminary durable goods for March, all coming out at 8:30. Existing home sales at 10, Kansas City Fed at 11, and then a 7-year note auction at 1. And then we're hearing from Kashkari right when the market closes. So, but we'll have an hour. If you're a futures trader, you still have an hour after the market closes to trade Kashkari. I'm probably not going to be trading that. Hey, Rip's got the luckiest day on that Trump tweet candle. Holy cow, I'm already done for the day, but just here to watch my favorite streamer. Nice work, buddy. That's why you use stops. That's why you use TPs. In this kind of market, you could be rewarded in one little flash. So I'm guessing you were longing on this pullback. I didn't expect this to continue to grind up off the VWAP there. But market is kind of just holding around here. We're trying to go from red to green right now. I think we might be in the S&Ps. Yeah, we're pretty close in the S&Ps as well. So anything can happen today. I'm going into the day with very relaxed, satiated eyes. I'm not really like hankering to put on a trade here as the month winds down. I could go for anything really. Think about which accounts I want to trade first though. Take Profit Trader probably. I gotta get those things passed. High Volume says, Rips, you may not hear it enough, but I'll just say thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for showing up, being here. Means you're serious. I like that. Across the board, we are seeing a lot of recovery off. We had kind of overnight drops in mainly everything in the Mag 7. We are seeing those all slowly kind of recover and return to where they closed. Market closed yesterday. Well, not even market close, after hours close, I should say. It's kind of where they're all auctioning around to. Like Amazon is right where the market closed, which is where after hours closed. Microsoft's still fighting to gain some ground. Tesla is trying to figure itself out. Surprisingly, it is holding though. Tesla is holding after earnings, which is one thing that you kind of want to watch for on earnings. We are going to have Alphabet earnings, I think today. Is that today? Oh boy, I'd feel like an idiot if it wasn't. Let me see. I'm almost positive. Whew. Okay, Alphabet is after the bell today. I was going to feel like a real retard if I couldn't get that one. That's the only other one that I was concerned about this week. Tesla Tuesday. You saw how that went. Elon said he's coming back to the company. So market kind of thought that was bullish. I was worried a little bit yesterday though. Let me see if I have, yeah, let's try this chart actually. I was worried a little bit yesterday. That still has all my drawings. Whatever. Enjoy. I was worried a little bit yesterday because we had this monstrosity of a drop to open things up. But then we recovered rather quickly, and we actually took out pre-market highs. So, I don't know, the market seems like it wants to digest Tesla pretty well. I mean, obviously there's still a little bit of selling pressure, but it's nowhere close to 230s or so. So I think that this has the potential to hold. As long as there's no really bad news, I think that Tesla holding is strong for the markets. It kind of signals out there a lot of things. Google is going to be what we're watching today, Alphabet, right? So GOOGL or GOOG. Either one you trade, doesn't matter. Class A, Class C, who cares? Anyway, if you are looking at Google, you kind of want to see this potentially just holding above 150 for earnings today. I could see them coming out and saying, we're so bullish on AI. Let's go send it. 180s. You never know. If you want to see where it's going to move, just look at the options chain. You're going to see kind of what the options bets are. In fact, I can tell you based on where everybody is positioned, what we're likely to see. What am I looking at? Class C? Let's look at Class A. We're more of a Class A trader around here anyway. And we're looking about 10 points. So 170, I could see that 175 though. I said 180. So 175 all the way down to 145. Makes sense to me. Maybe even 140. That's what I'd be looking for on Google. Rips, Coach Jay gave you a shout out last night on Slow Markets with Dakota. What'd they say? No way, that's awesome. Thanks, fellas. What'd they say? What did they say? Something you gotta tell me. Send me the clip. Drop the clip. I'll watch it live on air. Rip, no, you've been asked a million times, but what is that key level indicator you use? Baseband BTC. Right there. Kilo. Yeah, we are grinding higher here. I didn't expect this. I would have taken it. Where do we go? Nobody knows. I think we'll probably definitely some liquidity. 850. That's where the market was trading before this drop, before London got to this. Said you've been killing it. That's dope. That's awesome. That's cool that they gave me a shout out. There's surprisingly, I mean, not surprisingly, but there's really very few people that are having consistent success in this market because either they haven't gone through this type of cycle before or it's just extremely difficult. I was telling my wife about it because my wife is, she's pretty hyped up when trading goes well. Like she's been through it with me before where trading has not been well, trading's been well. She gets really excited when trading goes well, as she should. I think that that's going to make any partner happy, right? So she was asking me, I said, yeah, there's, it's reminiscent of the market I traded back in 2016. It's reminiscent of that whole Trump market, 2016, 17, 18. And then we got right into COVID, 19, 20. Well, 20 was when COVID started, but the COVID market, not actual COVID, but you get what I'm saying. So it's a very distinct cycle. It's very news driven. And there's a lot of people that are not used to this type of headline-driven market. It's a very difficult market to trade if you've never done it before. But the good news is that this won't be the last time that you trade a market like this. It's good to get your training wheels on when you're trading a market like this because it's going to happen again at some point. If you've been watching the stream for a while, you hear me talk about, we're in cycles. We were in an FOMC news cycle, FOMC rate cycle, We still are, but we're at the tail end of it, kind of, but not really. But it's more focused. The market volatility and movements are more focused around headlines now. So it's a very unique market, but this is a market I certainly thrive in because now I have even more experience than I had the very first time I traded it. It took me a while to kind of get a handle on it the first time I traded it, but once I understood the dynamics of it, I got better at it. And now when I'm presented with it again, I am finding my way around it quite nicely because the ability to have seen it before and know what to expect. And you don't know what you don't know until you see it, right? There's known knowns, things that you do know that you know. There's unknown knowns. There's unknown unknowns, which are the scariest thing. And then there's known unknowns. I think it was, who was it? Rumsfeld? Rummy? What was his name? Rumsfeld, who said that. Yeah. Anyway, I probably butchered the quote, but it's very true, specifically with trading. Like, you have no idea until you see something. Like, if I would have told you as a trader that had never seen like big, wild, volatile moves, I'm like, hey, did you know that the NASDAQ could actually go and spurg out and have 700 points print in like 10 seconds? You'd be like, no, it doesn't. Well, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. And if you haven't seen it before, well, this is the best part about trading. The whole point is like, the more market cycles that you see, the more that you can pack into your bag of tricks, and you get better and better at this. I don't know when the next COVID-esque market is going to hit us. Probably if we do run into a deep recession from this market. And again, I have no idea what's going to happen. If somebody's sitting here and they're telling you exactly what's going to happen 6 months from now, either they're Baron Trump or they're a liar. But nobody really knows what's going to happen because there's so many dynamics that shape the moves of this market. The market is crafted by its dynamic participants and their opinions. Things can shift very rapidly. That's what makes it beautiful. It's a new game every single day. So the more that you play the game, the more you expose yourself to the ever-changing landscape of this beautiful game, the more skills you'll pick up along the way. So be patient and understand that this is a years-long journey, but you will pack in a lot of skills as you play it. Most of the people fail at this because they don't give it enough time. That's the one thing that's great about props. If you're out there and you're trading props, hopefully you're not just running through accounts every single day. What you're going to find is this: 5 years into your journey, you're going to look back and say, I can't believe how much pressure I put on myself for one single trading day. Think about what I'm saying. You're going to look back and you're going to say, I can't believe how much I used to care about the results of one single trading day. It really doesn't matter. One single trading day is not life or death. It's not. And the more that you come to the terms of accepting that and realizing that that's the ultimate truth in trading, you'll start to be able to let those red days just kind of go to the wayside and just be like, yeah, whatever. It was a day. Like, on every single, in any kind of trading landscape, there's things that can happen. We call those outliers. Last time I had a loss in my personal account was an $18,000 loss about 2 months ago. And it was because I had a trade on and I put in stops. I got slipped on my stop. My stop was for about $10,000 to $12,000. I got slipped, $18,000 loss. It happened because I was on the wrong side of a trade when there was a news release. I locked up after that. I didn't really care because there's nothing I could do about it. I put on a trade. I got unlucky. You can call anything whatever you want, but I put on a trade and it was wrong. I paid the price for it to the tune of $18,000. And that was that. I didn't really go to the next day and say, I gotta make back the $18,000. It's one big long session. You look at it in quarters, in years. You don't look at it in days. If you look at it in days, you're gonna go insane. So if you're finding yourself having trouble in this market, know that you are not alone. And this is coming from somebody who's seeing the market well, right? I understand what you're going through. It's not an easy market. Stop faulting yourself and sitting here and beating yourself up and saying, well, this person's killing it. Oh, look over here. Most of the time, most of the people you see on social media who are claiming that they're killing it are probably lying to you. Let's be honest. Truth Social, hold on. Peace deal. Ukraine, Russia, Zelensky. So nothing about tariffs. He's talking about a peace deal. Not that I'm waving that off like it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm listening for tariffs. But yeah, if you're looking around and you're surrounding yourself with social media posts that are just saying like, oh, this market's so easy, I'm making so much money, blah, 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 blah. Most of the time, those people are lying to you. They're showing you one account that's green. They're not showing you accounts that are red. I've been fortunate enough to trade this market well, but it's not been easy. I'm not going to sit here and blow sunshine up your ass and tell you, oh, this market's been easy. No, it's not. This market's difficult. The only reason I'm having success in this market right now is because I've gone through this cycle and I traded the crap out of this last cycle. The last time that we had a very similar cycle to this, I was showing up every single day. I was there for 8 to 10 hours staring at my screens, thirsty to make money every single day. And I had the money to lose. I was actually in between like being a winning trader and a losing trader at that time. But the point is that you need to be kinder to yourself. And I've said this in the past, I haven't said this in a while, but like you need to learn to love the captain. You got to learn to love the captain of the ship that's driving this thing, because if you don't, you're going to wake up every single day hating yourself. You're in this relationship with this asshole boss. Why is my bleeper not working, by the way? Did I just... What's going on? Hold on. Is this not on? What's happening here? That is weird. Oh, there we go. You're gonna wake up with this boss and he's gonna find a way, or she's gonna find a way to make your life a living hell. And you don't want that. You don't want that. You want to be in a good relationship with your trading self, where you're waking up and you're on the same team. Right? You want to be on the same team as yourself, where you're waking up every single morning, you're saying, let's do this. I'm gonna hope for the best. And if it's bad, we're going to get through it because we got another trading day the next day. Or if it's on a Friday, we got another trading day come Sunday evening or Monday morning. And you need to start conditioning yourself to have better self-talk, because if you don't, you're going to run into the cycle that I ran into, where I didn't have good self-talk. I woke up every single morning and I looked at the screens and I was pained with anxiety and fear and a little bit of self-loathing. Why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this torture? Is it worth it? I can tell you on the other side now, yeah, it was definitely worth it. But in that moment, you cannot find a reason why you even want to continue, because you are sitting there and you just hate it. You just hate it. You sit there with this pain in your stomach and you're looking at these charts and you're like, here we go again. It's another day where I'm going to f things up. And that hurts. That feels like crap. Because you want to succeed at it, and you look around and supposedly there's people around you succeeding. But it's difficult because you're so hard on yourself. All right, we got jobless claims, so we'll get back to talking about these things, because I think it's important for a lot of people to hear. You need to hear it from somebody who's gone through it and can walk you through this. Because I'm telling you, on the other side of things, if you can get through the muck, it's a lot better. It gets a lot better. All right, let's see. Jobless claims are expected to come in at 222,000. Continuing claims expect to be 1.869 million. Giggity. Let's see what happens here. 30 seconds. Let's see if there's any afterglow here. Real-time news, you can pay for squawks, or you can use something like economic data, which is free. Let me send that to you. Economics, what is it? Trading economics. This one's free. Let's see what happens here. Please be careful if you're trading right away. Order book's thin. So Chicago Fed National Activity Index coming in lower, 0.03 in the negative. Jobless claims in line, continuing claims in line. Preliminary durable goods orders 9.2%, so coming up. The estimate was 2.0%. Continuing claims are actually slightly a touch lower. So job market is remaining kind of exactly where analysts are pegging it. Hold on. You know what I mean. So yeah, that's why we're not seeing much of a reaction on this. We had a swath of data coming out there. Chicago Fed National Activity, preliminary durable goods. Everything is kind of in line-ish. Jobless claims are the one that stand out the most. Seeing continuing and initial claims kind of in line with expectations is why we're not seeing the needle move on these markets just yet. Next piece of news isn't coming out until 10, I believe. Existing home sales, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, existing home sales for March is the next piece of news. We don't have any scheduled Fed speakers that I'm aware of on my schedule right now. So the market will just be digesting the overnight news. And we'll be waiting for any kind of breaking news headlines. Remember, Trump has a phone. He has Truth Social. Anytime he decides to write a truth or a tweet, whatever you want to call it, markets can move. That's the environment we're in. Tom says TPT is the worst prop right now. Support is non-existent. I know that they're adding a ton of support agents. I have heard some people having issues with getting back from support, but they do eventually hear back after some time. I think it's like a 2-day lag or something like that. Yeah, customer support I hear is lacking, but according to my contact over at TPT, they are in the process of hiring something like 250 support agents currently. 8 days. I'm sorry. I mean, there's nothing if it was up to me, I'd wave my magic wand and everybody's happy. I'm trying to pass my TPT accounts right now. I am $3,000 away from passing these bad doggers. Rips, do you think you could trade without Bookmap? Yes, and that's how I did. I used to trade without it before I even knew Bookmap existed. But I've conditioned myself to read Bookmap. I would have to relearn reading what I used to read and committing that to memory. It would probably take me about 3 weeks to go back to how I used to trade, which is just using depth of market, sometimes footprint charts, sometimes TPOs, and the time and sales. The good thing I like about Bookmap is it leaves behind a nice breadcrumb trail of what happened in the market, and that allows me to commit less to memory. And if I show up late to the market, or if I'm just like trying to look back and say, okay, I don't have to go and calculate and look at bars and volume and all that. So it's much more helpful for me to have something like Bookmap where I can see all of this, the breadcrumbs left behind. I need to know, there's 2,000 contracts that were traded up there at point of, like, everything is just beautiful about it for me. It's very helpful. So yeah, I could, but I wouldn't want to. I mean, there's other heat map tools out there now because heat maps became so popular after Bookmap came out. People started to see the value in it. It's just a way that represents the data that we all get, right? We all get the same data. We all trade the same markets. It's the wonderful thing about futures compared to something like FX is that we all get the same spreads on futures. If you're trading the micros, you're gonna be trading the micro contracts. Everybody's gonna get the same spreads on those micros. Trading the minis, you're gonna get the same mini contract spreads. And if you're trading in the real markets, you're using a live account, you will get the fills that show up on everybody's screen. Can't say the same for Sim, but in a live account, your fills are right there on the tape. It's for everybody to see. We're all in the same market together. But that data that is expressed via Bookmap is in a way that my mind digests it in a way that I can make actionable decisions quite quickly. So. Ribs, who's Percy Jackson and who's Little Joe from Coca? Good old Percy Jackson. Got a lot of ripsisms in that post yesterday. What's up with the TPT gaslighting? What is the TPT gaslighting? This is new. What's the TPT gaslighting? 90% off is on the first month, and then it drops to 80%. But I mean, you should be able to like do whatever you want. But I mean, you should be able to pass an evaluation within a month. But if it takes you more than a month, the second month is 80% off. So I'm not sure about the TPT gaslighting. You're gonna have to explain that one to me like the retard that I am. Elias says, I ate some bad tuna this morning. Now I don't feel good. Well, that's probably food poisoning. Wish I could do something to help you. If you can't pass an eval in a month, you shouldn't be trading. I mean, you know, it's a mixed bag. It is a mixed bag. There are some people who want to take their time. I'm not the type of person who's going to tell you that you're doing it wrong if you're taking more than a month. Sometimes a market can, you know, require a little bit more time than a month, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Trade at your own pace. I know one of my buddies who, you know, I don't want to get into that. Anyway, long story short, take your time, take your pace, whatever it is. If you want to pass in a day, you want to pass in a week, you want to pass in a month, a quarter, whatever it is, take your time. Trade at your own speed. Don't listen to anybody else. I hope TPT doesn't become the next FTT. I can't even begin to imagine that ever being a reality. Just never. Because they have rules in place that make sense, right? The rules make sense. Like Tradeify's rules make sense. TPT's rules make sense. These are rules that make sense. I could never imagine that happening. I wouldn't work with a company like that, right? Your chat is filled with people saying it's been weeks with no response from support. I have gone 3 weeks with no response. What is, maybe I could help you. What is your question that you're going through, GRM? Maybe we can workshop this together live on air. What's your question? Maybe I can answer. If it takes you 1 month to make 3K and another month to make 3K buffer, and then take 3K every month, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, exactly. Go at your own pace. Ardelia says, used code RIPS on a 300K Apex account yesterday and passed 1 hour later. Nice work, buddy. I requested a payout, can't trade my accounts because I've been waiting. Did you fill out all of the forms that are required? That's usually what, there's usually people get hung up with payouts because they did not fill out all the forms. They did not do the KYC. They didn't sign up. They didn't connect Plaid or whatever it is. Plaid, Rise, Wise, whatever, all that. That's usually what the missing step is like you have some form or a tax form or something that you didn't fill out, and that's probably just pending. So that's what I would suggest. Go through absolutely everything in your entire dashboard. I'm sure you're going to find a link where it's like, hey, you didn't do this form. Where can I learn how to use Bookmap? They have a free YouTube channel. If you look at Bookmap's free YouTube channel. However, the way that they read it versus the way that I read it are entirely different. So it's data that's interpreted in a single certain way that you can interpret in any which way that you want. Hopefully GRM comes back. He's like, oh, you're right. There was a link right there that said you have to fill out this form. That's usually the case. That's usually the case for most people. Let's see. I've passed the challenge account, signed the contract for pro account, but they haven't activated my account yet. I have done all the forms, KYC. They have stopped responding to my requests. Again, I would think based on what everybody's telling me, I'm not there yet. So I got to pass my TPT accounts first. How did you read that was 2K contracts traded at the point of control on Bookmap? Well, you can't see it on my screen because the way that OBS works, but when I hover over the button, there's a tooltip that pops up that shows me the amount of volume and at which price. Hold on, am I missing something? What is a payout? There you go. Yeah, we are pushing up. We are kind of breaking out here. I want to see what happens up here at 861. I want to see if we're slamming liquidity up higher in this level. Right now, the S&Ps have this big inflection point right around 54.10, 54.15. I kind of want to see what happens around there. Again, we are seeing a lot of green across the board in the Mag 7, which is what is driving this price action in the NQ. I really wish I would have found a way to take a trade about 100 points lower at 730s. If they withdrew the funds from your account, you have to go to your wallet and the drop down top right, click on withdrawal request. That is, yep, that's another thing that I've heard as well. They have a great wallet system that's kind of built in. A lot of overhead supply coming in, just above these 60s. Let's see if that can hold it all. I passed the TPT last night and I'm already good to go. There we go. I'm a good loser, but not a great winner. Any advice on how to be a better winner? Pace yourself on your TPs, or only scale a stop behind your trades so that you are only getting out by being stopped out instead of pulling yourself out of a trade. Will says, I got my TPT payout super fast within 24 hours. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I think a lot of it, to be honest, and this is not shade at anybody in chat right now, but I think a lot of it is operator error, where there's probably just a couple links that you're missing on clicking, or you're not finding the wallet system or something like that. I don't know, because I'm not there yet. I only have 5 TPT accounts. This is what I'm working with right now. I got my TPT accounts. I got about $3,000 to go in each of these before they're passed. I've traded these for a total of, let me see how many days I'm on here. Let's see. Going to the control center here. This is, I've traded them, so this would be my 5th trading day. Yeah, this is, let me see if I can show this on air here without doxing myself. That looks fair. This is Ripsy's stats right here for my take profit. So there you go. I got 1 day left. I don't need to do it in 1 day, but I can do it whenever I want. So there you go. That's where your boy Ripsy's at. And I've just been taking it slow. I mean, I got a lot of accounts to trade. I got my Percy Jackson. I got Apex accounts. I got, what else do I have? Tradeify, I'm on day 3 now of the 2nd payout. It's a lot to trade, but I'm doing it for you people. I'm out here doing it. Oh, there you go. Patience, patience, patience. Once you pass the Apex eval, how long do you have to pay the PA fee? You have to sign the paperwork. If you sign the paperwork, I think they give you 30 days, but you can always request more. You just have to sign the paperwork within 48 hours, I believe. Do you prefer NinjaTrader over Tradeovate? I've been enjoying Tradeovate quite a bit more. Simply because the trade copying function is better than what I've been using on NinjaTrader, which is Replicanto. There's still like a coupon that I have for Replicanto if you want to try it, but when I traded 20 accounts with Replicanto, it never traded 1-to-1. So if I'm in a PA situation with Apex, I want to make sure I'm squeezing every single dollar I can out of those accounts. How much is the activation fee for a 300K account with Apex? All activation fees right now are $130 until today at midnight. By the way, today is the last day to get the 90% off on Apex. And I promise you, even though I say this, even though I'm saying like, hey, if you want to trade Apex, probably you should get your accounts now. Even though I say that, I guarantee you next week, like a week from today, so next Thursday, there's gonna be somebody saying, hey, when is there gonna be another 90% off sale? They have told me explicitly, and I'm not, like, this is just what I've heard. This is what they tell me. They could be lying to me. I have no idea. But what they have told me is that they were going to be limiting the number of 90% sales that they're doing going forward, which is why they've been so sparse about them. So if you are intending to trade Apex, there's not going to be any better deal than 90%, right? So if your intentions are to trade Apex, I would say get them now. But if you are not intending to trade Apex, who cares? Then don't get them. Bucket Room says, pathetic prop firm promoter. But you're here. You're watching me. What does that say about you? You're spending your morning watching a pathetic prop firm promoter. What does that say about you? You're sitting here watching me. Why'd you time them out? I want to see what they say. How do I untime them out? I wanted to see what they had to say. Come on. I want to see what they had to say. Oh, man. Why'd you time them out? Rips Mod, don't do that. I was cooking.
Where do I move in this world?
Ooh, coming with the lyrics.
Bring me to my knees. I'm so stupid. Would you tell me honestly if I wasn't meant to be what I see when I dream? Where do I move?
I'm gonna wait for Bucket's timeout to be over. I'm that petty.
I'm so stupid. Would you tell me honestly if I wasn't meant to be what I
I'm just that petty.
It's a big, big world out there. Plenty possibilities. All of it is killing me soft.
Oh, Lord.
I want the real me figured out right here, right now. Is this lifestyle the right style for me? Only with time will I see. But by then it'll be too late. Looking in the mirror at a stranger's face. If I wasn't right.
I don't know how long the timeout was. Rips Mod, I'm so disappointed in you.
This world, could you please tell me what the hell I'm doing for? Bring me to my knees. I'm so stupid. Would you tell me honestly?
Wow, look at, we rejected at that magic line again.
Where do I move in this
That
world?
one.
Could you please tell me what the hell
That's why I was like, if we get up and over that 860 level, I kind of want to be like, push it back down. Rips Mod is a person. They're actually, all right, lyrics are kind of distracting me here. There we go. Rips Mod is a real person. This is the 4th or 5th iteration of Rips Mod. We had to go through a few Rips Mods to find the right one. How works the activation fee in Apex? Anyone? When you pass a challenge account, in this case an evaluation, you have to pay the activation fee, which is $130. Version 5, thank you. I can't keep track. I think this is Rips Mod 5.0, so we went through 4 iterations of Rips Mod. And this Rips Mod is good. But I feel so unsatisfied now. I was ready to fire. This is what I look forward to in the mornings, because to be honest, like we don't get that many trolls anymore. But when we do, I get bricked up like a mason worker. Yeah, Teddy KGB. I feel so unsatisfied. Just like a young man coming in for a quickie. Time for Rips Mod 6. Maybe Rips Mod 6 will come around when GTA 6 comes out, you know? I got you, Pro Rips, you said. Thanks, Doc. Appreciate you. Oh, we're still just kind of meandering around here. We're bouncing at the Daily Open. If we hold here at this Daily Open, there's definitely a trade to take. What's your poker game, PLO stud? No limit hold'em. I'm not a big fan of PLO. Too gambly. I don't like gambling, believe it or not. I used to gamble a lot. I used to bet a lot of sports. Used to play a lot of table games. I don't really do that anymore, especially living out here. Wondering what account will you trade today? Take Profit, Apex, or Tradeify? I actually do need to trade Tradeify too. Dang it. There's so many things I need to be trading right now. So annoying. I mainly only play cash games. That's right. Yeah. I'm not a tournament person. I do not like playing tournaments. Tradeify gonna get great from May 1st? Yeah, agree. There's that bounce off the Daily Open. I didn't take it. Let's see what happens here. CEO Cruz says, good morning, Rips. I want to get some Apex accounts for the 90% off. The 50,000 accounts says $167 per month. Did the 90% off the monthly payment. You got to put in code RIPS. If you don't put in code RIPS, you don't get a discount. There's a coupon code. You got to type in the word RIPS in there. Is RIPS off? Don't tell me that it's not working for you. Feed frozen? Discord froze? What is happening? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna restart Discord. I don't get it. No, sorry, I was talking about, no, I know Code Ribs works. But yeah, Code Ribs is gonna be 90% off until midnight Tonight. Midnight Eastern time. All right, does that work? Are we good? Discord sucks lately, dude. Fed's hammock is yapping? Not that I see. Is it good now? Are we working on Discord? Okay. Beth Hammock, I do not hear her yapping at all right now. Which is weird. Everybody's just silent about Hammock? Crazy. Yeah. Could be. I mean, the Bloomberg thing could be definitely a delayed fee, but usually it wouldn't be, right? Oh, this sounds like the Succession theme song. This is lovely. Oh, okay. Now there's okay. Now they just talk. Maybe I had it muted or something. That was weird. I had like a sound thing. Maybe that's what happened with Discord. Yeah. No, she just finished. Weird. Weird. Anyway. So we are building some liquidity back again to try to pierce through these 860s, I believe. Same thing with the S&Ps up here. We're looking for this to break on through that 5410 level. Discord link right here. Strike 2, Rips Mod. Any reason why you don't futures trade before the NYSE open? Is this your first time here? Is this your first time here? Oh, Bucket, you're back. Dude, Bucket, what's up, dude? Talk to me, Bucket. I missed you. You're unmuted now. You've been muted this whole time. Maybe you don't know. Hey, Ribs, can you give me some tips, please? When I win my first trade, I can walk away, but when I lose my first trade, I tend to lose emotions quick and revenge. I'm a bad, sore loser in trading. It's just gonna take you time. How long have you been trading? Hey, Rips, in your opinion, for a newer trader, if you have 5 TPT Pro accounts, do you think it's better to trade the accounts individually or group trade? Probably individually. I don't know if Bucket knows Albin. Slaying ES today? Probably not. I'm just kind of watching to see what happens up here at 5410. Some overhead liquidity, but we're not swiping at it yet. We got about 7 minutes till the top of the hour. Do I need to buy each account separately on Apex? Yes. They don't have a way to do it all at once. Do I trade gold? Not really, no. I know gold has been a really nice mover lately, but I don't trade it, no. No gold for me. What a person resets around 90 times most before hitting max drawdown over nearly 4 months since Jan 1. Don't know. Rubs, when it comes to chainsaws, are you gas man or battery powered? Gas, baby. I'm one of those weirdos. I like the smell of gas. It's weird, right? Because it's dangerous. That's your brain should be like, that's gonna kill you. I like the smell of gas. It's weird. I love the smell of gas for some reason. When I was a kid, it's one thing I remember that stuck out when I was mowing lawns. Like, man, I love that smell. Weird. Like cocaine. Race gas is the best smell ever. You ever remember those things? I don't know if they're still around. You remember GoPeds? Anybody ever have a GoPed? I always wanted one. I could too poor to afford one when I was a kid, but always wanted one. Not a moped, a GoPed. They had like a GoPed racing league. Probably cancerous, but I don't care. Yeah. When I was a kid, I was in my garage and I accidentally smelled a can of ammonia. That didn't feel good in my brain. Maybe that's why I'm retarded. That probably is, you know, that now that I think about it, that actually explains a lot. I could feel my brain tickling. Maybe that's why I'm a retard. Smelled a can of ammonia. That tingled a little bit. I could feel my brain tingling. I was like, wow, I'm never doing that again. It hurt. It definitely hurt. Gasoline has a pheromone that has about 30% of the population genetically enjoy and produce happy sensations. If you're lying to me, I believe it. I mean, that could be a lie or it could be true. It just sounds like, it sounds true. So I'll believe it. Ever hit a can of smelling salts? I would assume that it smells a lot like how that ammonia smelled, because that thing like knocked me on my ass. For real. It wasn't like, dude, I was just a kid, like a bunch of chemicals in my garage. I was like, what is this? Ah! If you're retarded, Ribs, what am I? Pathetic? No, I am the pathetic one. I'm a pathetic prop firm. What did the guy say? Pathetic prop firm something rather. What did you smell to give you the mental toughness to both trade and play poker at a high level? Oh, goodness. Don't ever put laundry detergent in an empty water bottle when traveling. Oh, my God. Prop promoter. There you go. Pathetic prop promoter. Most guys have 2 brain cells left and they're shaking. They haven't said anything since. I'm wildly disappointed. Who do you like today in MLB? I haven't bet any MLB yet. I haven't really been paying attention. Been doing a lot. I'm launching a new brand here in the next couple of weeks, which you folks will all see. So I've been busy with that, busy with poker, busy with spending time with my wife, and also busy working on this golden tan of mine at the pool. I've been trying to relax as much as possible, which is hard to do when you're always doing things. So trying to find time for balance and relaxation is important to me right now. We need some TV shop music whenever someone calls you a promoter. Finally be calling you Goldman Rips with that tan, yeah. I'm still waiting, by the way. There's still not a setup here. I've just been watching the ES and seeing what it's doing, and we just have nothing happening right now. 9 a.m. liquidity should be coming on in 2 minutes here, and then we'll assess things. This channel has the most inside jokes as crazy people. Yeah, it's awesome. Love it. Love hanging out with y'all. Every single morning is awesome. Wife and relax time are high on my list, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, dude, you gotta have balance. When you're younger, you don't have to have as much balance because you got so much energy. And you have so much more time to take risks. You can be a knucklehead more often when you're younger. As you get older, your time horizon shortens. You can take fewer risks. You have to take much more calculated risks. You need to look into a boat raft, that pick of the pool, lack comfort. Dude, there was somebody else who said that too. They're like, something about like your chin or something like that. That is like the most comfortable floaty I've ever been on. The pillow on that thing is literally like a feather pillow. I don't know if it's just like the angle of the picture, but like, dude, I'm telling you, that floaty is like the goat of floaties. They're gonna call it the goatie. It's ridiculous. That's like the best pool floaty I've ever been on. It's insane. I'm telling you. It's nuts. It's so nice. Like the pillow is like so comfortable, and it like just like dude, I meditate on that thing all the time, and like it's like not pass out, but like literally meditate. Dude, I visualize these trades where it's just like I got 200 contracts short and the market will not stop dropping. I'm just like, oh God. This is what I do. When I'm relaxing, I'm in my pool, my eyes are closed, and I'm literally visualizing the gnarliest, biggest trades you could imagine. And I'm seeing myself walking through that, watching that happen. I swear to God, this is what I do in my spare time. It's called projection, mindfulness. It works. I swear to you, it works. I'm living proof. Before I got my first Lamborghini, I swear to God, I visualized the exact smell of that leather. And when I was in the dealership, it hit me like a ton of bricks when I was sitting there and I was gripping the steering wheel right before I bought the thing. I was like, dude, that's the exact same smell that I projected. It tripped me out. And I was like, all right, I'm never going to pretend that this stuff doesn't work. Swear to God. Your mileage may vary, but like that's real. I'm ready to see you at the BDH with PW. Well, come on down, baby. I do it too, only the opposite happens. Well, you're not believing it enough. I mean, you got to believe it, and then you got to follow where like the energy is kind of steering you. We are pushing back up here. Let's see if we break out these 860s at all. I do visions with chess and trading on my ceiling at night, laying in bed, like what was her name? Queen's Gambit. If I play too much chess, then I start playing moves in my head, not on the ceiling, just in my head, and I create impossible situations that I cannot win, and I keep replaying it over and over, like as if there's a solution to win. It's horrible. I think they call that the Tetris effect. Beth Harmon, a fictional character, right? In essence, what I live by is how much you want it. If you know what the true meaning of that is, you'll get it. I agree with you. Rips, what are some things successful people do daily? I mean, a lot of planning. A lot of planning and executing. Most people like to execute without a strong plan in place. There are a lot of people that I see that like try to be an entrepreneur and they just run with an idea rather than fleshing it out and figuring out if it's even a good idea to pursue. I see a lot of those people like on Shark Tank. They're like, I'm down $800,000 with this idea. Nobody wants to buy it, but I believe in it. Like, should have done some market research, bud. Got to do more planning. I think planning is a key thing. Planning and executing and remaining disciplined. I think disciplined people are the most successful people, in my opinion. Order book is cleared out for whatever reason. I don't know why. They just cleared it out. We still are refusing to break above that 861 level, huh? Favorite chess movie? Searching for Bobby Fischer, baby. Classic. Lawrence Fishburne. It's about Josh Waitzkin, real person. Am I getting a haircut today? I think tomorrow. I was supposed to play poker today, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to trade today. Well, we'll see. I don't know. If the market doesn't give me anything, I'm not going to trade. I prefer to take the day off. I just want this month to be over so I can have another all green month. Like, literally, it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense, but like, I just want this month to be over. I've had one heck of a month. I'm $12,000 away from being up $300,000 on the month of April alone. It's a big, decent month in futures. Shawshank Redemption or Braveheart? Braveheart all the way, baby. Is Shawshank Redemption even true? Because Braveheart is true. All of it. William Wallace is a goat. Ever seen Pawn Sacrifice? Yes. I still like Searching for Bobby Fischer more. Yeah, we are $12,000 away from being up like 11,000 and changed from being up 300K in the month of April alone. But we can do better. We got to do more. We got to push ourselves. We got to keep going. If the market gives us opportunities today, I got to take a crack at it. But I'll tell you right now, my emotional state is telling me like I probably don't even want to trade today. I kind of want to just relax today. It's been a while since I've had like a no trade day and kind of just feel like relaxing. The market is in a weird state right now. It just feels weird, you know? Something feels weird. Why does it have to be true to be a good movie? It doesn't. No. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just mulling over whether it is or is not. Do poker winnings and trading profits get taxed the same? No, completely different. Futures get taxed at a way better rate than gambling winnings. Poker is considered gambling winnings. Have you ever made eye contact with another guy at a urinal? No. That's weird. That's awfully strange. Ribs, you can just flip your TPT and Tradeify accounts? Well, dude, my TPT accounts are not passed. They're evals. What do you mean flip? Gotta pass them. Futures in a personal account tax better than poker. Way better, dude. Way better. Do I ever trade cumulative volume delta? Sure. What the F was that urinal question? I don't know, dude. Might be a dumb question, but are you like a professional poker player on the side, or just... I've been playing poker for longer than I've been trading, so... One of the reasons why I moved out here. Easier access to games. What'd you do before trading? Built brands and sold them. Mostly unsuccessfully, but it doesn't take a lot of successful ventures to be rich. Takes even just one. If you have one good one, you could be set for life. Ripsy, question. Okay, ask it and I'll answer it. Ripsy, explain a 20% consistency rule. For example, one day I have a nice trade, 2 or 3K, but I normally trade 500. What happens? Your best day, depending on your whatever it is, like Tradeify has a 20% consistency rule. So if your profit target is $4,500, which is what mine is right now, subtract a 0 and double it. Your best day can be $900. Simple way to find it out. If you do more than that, it's going to tell you what your goal is. You just hover over that consistency rule thing. Very simple. How much did you use to start trading live? For this account, I only put 100K in it. I could have put more, but I just wanted to make it more realistic and accessible to people. Because if I started it with $1 million and I was the account was up to $5 million now, people would be like, yeah, I could never do that. I'll start with 100K. I mean, make it whatever. Like if you could start with 10K, then, you know, subtract a 0 from my high score right now. You know? Is Bobby's room like in the movie Molly's Game? I don't think that Bobby's room was ever in Molly's Game. My ant take is just a tad bigger than YouTuber Ant Canada. Awesome, man. What is harder, starting a successful business or profitable day trading? They're just completely different. Entirely different. Depending on what your brand or your company is, I mean, you could be having a services company where you're outfacing your B2C. You could have a B2B company where you're not dealing with customers. You can have internal staff conflicts if you have a large enough company that gets, you know, you have to deal with staff politics. There's a lot of different things. Like it's nothing like trading. Trading is like you're counting on yourself and you have to remain disciplined. Very different things. I've ever met Molly? No, but I met the person who is the original Viper Room guy. Remember the part of the movie where it's like the original game that she starts running? I played poker with him that's going to be televised in July. So Molly's game, the very first game that they play, I don't know what they call it in the movie, but it was actually at the Viper Room in Los Angeles. Played with that guy, the Hollywood guy. There you go. Private. It's in a casino. It's not in a hotel or somebody's house. I have played many private games at people's homes, but I prefer to play in the casino where everything's kind of kosher. Do I need to worry about DCA rules with Apex? They kind of relaxed that rule as far as I know. Not River Phoenix. River Phoenix is dead. Molly's Game was a suite at the Four Seasons. I mean, it rotated. It went to all different places, but yeah, I don't make a habit of playing in hotel suites. I play it. Bobby's Room is Bellagio. Legends Room is what it's called now. But then they have Ivy's Room, which is now called something else at Aria. And then Wynn, you just kind of play in the back area. Also, you could play in the Encore, the Salon, if you're playing like a little bit higher stakes, and depends on who's playing and all that. So. Rips, you fast off and the benefits are great, I hear all the time. I only don't fast on the weekends. Who were the other celebs portrayed in the film? Tobey Maguire is a big one. Tobey Maguire was a big winner. He was ruthless. He's the dude who's played by Michael Cera, I believe. I think that's who they're trying to portray with Michael Cera. Thanks for getting on and sharing each day, Rips. You're an inspiration legend. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. Big rule about Apex is not losing more than 30% of your account balance on one given trade. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. And if you're having trouble with following the rules, Wealth Charts kind of has all those rules built into the chart, but people have expressed some concerns with the executions and all that, so whatever. Maybe try one account with it. Hey, Rivers, can you explain the Apex payout policy? I've been rereading it, and I'm so confused. Which part are you confused about? 8 trading days, hitting the thresholds, request a payout, request that payout. What is it? 5 times. And then once you do it 5 times, you are uncapped. You can make as much money as you want. There you go. Yeah, Spider-Man Toby, it is the same Toby. Tobey Maguire is not in the movie, but Michael Cera portrays the actor Tobey Maguire, who is the poker player. Well, I guess this is confusing, but Tobey Maguire, the actor, used to play these underground poker games. Michael Cera portrays him in the movie. There you go. Huge winner. Tobey Maguire, huge winner. Toby was good. Very good poker player. Ruthless. I think he was the one who was trying to slam Molly's game. If you know what I mean. I'm glad we avoided this chop, by the way. Aren't you? Apex doesn't have actual live account, correct? Just PA, always sim environment. Well, after you do well in the PA, I believe they offer you to go to live, which is what they've been doing lately, but I haven't gotten to that stage. I've never been offered live on Apex, so I'm just trying to pass some evals right now. This is what the landscape that we're looking at with our Apex evals right here. So we are about $1,000 away from passing these things. Just taking it slow, dude. I've been focusing on my Percy Jackson. Really. It's really what I've been focusing on. Is what it is. I got a lot of accounts to trade, and sometimes there's only one setup, so I'm going to probably take that in my personal account because I love money. Where's your Apex PA accounts? Clearly, I don't have any, right? We lost our PAs, I don't know, whenever that was. Whenever, I'm sure you can go back in the stream and find it, but there you go. Ribs, I asked you your favorite Celsius the other day. You said Retro Vibe, but I cannot find it anywhere. It's on Amazon. It's sold out everywhere right now. Mad rush for it. PA equals personal account. No, PA is a performance account on Apex. Put it this way. Let's do some quick maths, right? Let's do some quick maths here. So I started this account with $100,000. I have taken out that $100,000. This right here is my collateral for my T-bills that I bought. So this purchasing power is actually lacking $15,000, right? So my actual profit is $15,000 higher than that. So we can do some quick maths here. So 554,181, 25 cents plus $15,000. So I'm up $569,000 since starting this account. If I was trading this on Apex, I would be up $11.3 million right now. So, okay. Neat. Anyway. Prop from promoter, though. I don't know. Can't win them all. You just can't win them all.
All I got is questions.
Ribs, you mentioned futures being taxed better. Does that apply to prop firm payouts? Well, no, not at all. Nope. No, it does not. Is there still an Apex payout window? It's every 8 days that you trade. Every 8 trading days. Don't ever do the math. No good motivation when looking at past misses. I mean, that's not a past miss. I'm up almost 600 grand in a quarter, dude. Believe it or not, I'm kind of stoked on that. I'd call me a crazy person, but making 600K in a quarter kind of bricks me up a little bit. Call me crazy. Real markets, by the way.
not, the end is not, says the friendly guy. I see in puddles of water that filled with COVID-19 was a strange year for me.
Yeah, they keep on dropping lyrics on me here.
So I can put my weed and escape all
Put my weed out.
All I got is questions.
All right, we got to get some saxophone going.
Ever hold no answers. Bet you sick of hearing lessons from a dude who got no handle.
There we go. Nice. Camille says 100K funded, not the same as 100K Apex. Okay. Reps your new pronouns, prolific prop and promoter. There you go. Trade advice has no more payout window, but looks like still need 10 trading days for payout. Correct. Do you ever provide bookmap tutorials? Couldn't find your Discord. Don't pay me anything. Just go on Bookmap's free YouTube channel. Simple as that. If you want to, I mean, the best way that you're going to learn how to use Bookmap is by using it. Straight up. So what happened to that 15K missing? It's because I bought T-bills. So they removed 15K from my buying power for some reason for the T-bills. But those will be matured on May 20th. And I get a whole $800 bonus for that. Hey, Rips, but you still have to stay on the profit goal consistency. For what? Which firm? Retro Casual says, I just love your vibe and your sense of humor, and you are one of the best momentum traders out there. Just saying. Thanks, buddy. Shit, man. I try to show up every single morning, provide some value, and that's it. That's all I can do. Hang out with some friends here in the morning. Hey, Ribs, since when did you stop giving money too much attention? What was it like when you realized money is a lot, but not everything? I got very lucky when I was younger. Sold the company, made a bunch of money, and then you get a bunch of time and a bunch of money, and I acted like an idiot. And then you start to kind of realize like there's more to life than being blasted all the time and partying all the time. And kind of find ways to make sense of it all, I guess you could say. Aaron says, trading on PA accounts just activated today. Excited to start today. Good luck to you, buddy. We got about 12 minutes till the market opens here. Rebs, you've always been a momentum trader. You figure it out along the way. I always kind of favored sort of doing momentum trading, but I was lost when I first started. I had a bunch of indicators on my chart. I had no idea what I was doing. My 11th year of trading, so back then there wasn't like YouTube tutorials. There's so many more people in the trading community now than there was then. Like it was just different. It wasn't as accessible, you know? So, you drink it all anymore? No. I haven't had a drink in years. And I don't miss it. I have no intentions to ever drink again. I don't think about it. Get rich and party sounds almost perfect to me. Yeah, unless you start doing it for like 5 years straight, and then it gets really boring. It gets awfully boring after 5 years straight. When you party Tuesday through Sunday every single week for 5 years straight, it gets really old really fast. What did you drink? I mean, everything? What do you mean? Absolutely everything? Drinking is the greatest life hack there is. Dude, I look at pictures of myself when I used to drink, and I look completely different. I think I look younger now than when I used to drink. I think that way, at least. Let's see. Try this. Vibe's putting me asleep. There we go. Was my favorite drink? I mean, I used to drink everything, dude. Literally, I would drink everything. Tequilas, I used to drink mezcal. I used to drink Añejo. Don Julio Real was really good. 42, I used to drink a lot. Dude, I was an animal. vodka Red Bull. I used to have, what was the Absolute Mandarin and Red Bull? That was one of them. I used to drink everything, dude. What you sipping right now? This is a White Claw extra vodka. What is expensive but overrated drink? Oh, overrated. I mean, most of the expensive stuff is good. I mean, you could argue like a $300 bottle of wine is the same as like a $2,000 bottle of wine, but I disagree with that. I just think your palate sucks. Camus, Screaming Eagle, those are all good wines. I guess if anything, that's probably the only thing I kind of sort of miss drinking is like a nice bottle of wine with dinner, but then it's just like, I don't know. Whatever. Single malt scotch. I mean, I used to drink like cognacs were good, like after dinner cognac. Drank a lot, dude. I drank a lot. I was always drinking, always blasted. Do martinis taste good? I mean, why not? I used to drink martinis. I love those. Delicious. Get the blue cheese olives in those bad doggers. Which indicator are you using for high lows on charts? Same one we use every single day. Spaceman BTC. It's free. Feel better now though? Yeah, dude. I literally don't. I don't go out to dinner and I'm like, man, I wish I was drinking right now. This is gonna take a lot for me to not drink it. I don't think about it. I couldn't care less about drinking. I don't miss it at all. I wake up every single morning feeling refreshed, feeling great. Unless I've had like a bad poker session or a prior day of bad trading. I kind of wake up a little bit stressed. I mean, I'm thriving, baby. I love this life. I'm living it to the fullest. I partied enough in my 20s to never have to party again. Quit 2020, don't miss it. Yeah, there you go. I know a lot of people that stopped drinking too recently. I hang out with people who are just complete drunks, and I have no problem doing that either. Like, I love hanging out with people that are drunk. It kind of gets me buzzed when I hang out with people that are drunk. It's enjoyable. It's fun, you know? Can you tell us how to do better with trailing drawdown? Take smaller, shorter trades. Scalpier trades. Have less of a long target, because then you're probably not going to get wiped. Mad Dog and a Colt 45. There you go. I used to drink Mickey's back when I was way younger. Mickey's. Poor people liquor. I also do 200 to 300 trading chair ab crunches daily, as well as do dips off my trading chair arms. Nice, Richard. Get him. You get it, dog. Partied hard until my early 40s, and no, I'm worried about all that liver damage. Yeah, I mean, alcohol is... I mean, I have no beef with anybody who wants to do whatever they want to do. I'm a libertarian. You should be able to do whatever you want to do. I got flack the last time I said this, but like, dude, you want to wake up and smoke a bowl of meth? Hey, dude, it's your body, your life. Do whatever the heck you want. I think you're an idiot. I think you're stupid. Do whatever you want, though. It's your life. Your body, your choice, your life. Do whatever the heck you want. I couldn't care less. Doesn't change my life. Meth only in moderation. Nothing like trading high on meth. Can't say I've ever done that. There's that funny SNL skit when the blue cigarettes came out. They had like a electronic e-meth commercial SNL skit. It was really funny. Meth for the reversals. I want to sniff meth and smoke coke. There you go, Banana. Get after it, dog. Nah, but for real, like, you know, when I stopped drinking, I'd wanted to stop drinking for a while because, I mean, it really lost its fun after so much time of doing it. And you're just surrounded by morons and stupid conversation over and over and over. It was fun when you're younger, but like you get older and you're just like, dude, this is just lame. This is just so repetitive and old. When you do it a lot, right? When you do it a lot. So for me, I was just like, I'm over it. And I never missed it once I stopped. Never missed it. How'd you learn to trade? What's the secret? Spending a lot of time. And not running out of money. That's a big part of it. Don't run out of money. That's why you should be using props. Do you still have issues with Apex not closing out at the same time on a stop loss? I have not seen that lately, no. Heard that if you drop a little acid before trading, you enter into the charts and see the market in a completely different world. That's probably true. I would assume that's probably true. How thin is the NQ up here? Yeah, they're still busting it above. I think we're gonna have to wait for the open to trade, unfortunately. Rhythmic Apex is the one with crazy issues. I only use Trade Evade on Apex and I enjoy it. I like it a lot. Rips, what are you drinking on your IG post with dinner? Those are mocktails. There's actually like fake alcohol now. One of the, like a couple of the restaurants that we've been to have had that. But I always like check with the servers. I'm like, this, make sure we don't drink alcohol free. Because sometimes they just don't care and they mess up. But hasn't happened out here. But always mocktails. If you see me drinking something, it's a mocktail. Ritual Zero. Yeah, there is something like that. It tastes kind of like alcohol. You know. Ms. Ripsy, not even a glass of wine. She doesn't drink either. She looks incredible by not drinking. Like, incredible. Count my blessings every single day. I'm like, no way. For real? Nah. When I was a teenager, I liked to play Go while partaking. Interesting. Hey, Ribs, is it really true that your first 100K and first million is the hardest? Yeah, dude, of course. I mean, the first million for sure is the hardest. First 100K, I mean, yeah. For sure. Doors start to open up. Money starts to work for you if you're smart. And if you don't go and blow all your money and do stupid stuff, like, you can let your money work for you. They have Heineken Zero out here too. I've had that before. Is there a specific setting on Trade Evade that it adds a trade to your open position, setting stop loss and take profit like it's a whole new trade? Turn off the ATM strategy thing. My first payout took 6 months of blowing combines aggressively. That can happen right there. Any tips or referrals on finding a good tax strategist to help with high net worth income? Yeah, search for a local CPA and partner with them. Find an accounting team that can support your bandwidth. Is your wife a natural blonde? She is. Again, very lucky. Took me 5 years to make my first million. Now I make almost $1 million every year between my rentals and trading. There you go. Beautiful. Love that. 5 years that's quick. That's beautiful. If you like non-alcoholic beer, Barrow by Tom Holland is pretty fire. I got to try that. I mean, I don't really favor it. I'm not like, dude, I drink like a non-alcoholic beer like once a year, if that. It's not a thing. Last time we had one is like the first time I had one in a year. We were out with some friends and it was getting pretty late. And then somebody was like, oh, they have Heineken Zero here. I was like, oh yeah, let me try that. And it tasted kind of like beer. Is your girl sexy? I think she's the sexiest woman on the planet. But I'm biased. Ribs, any ETA for more information on the Vegas meetup? It's going to be in September. I'm waiting to talk to a couple different people more about who's going to be sponsoring some part of it. So, you ever leave Vegas? I haven't since we moved here. I love it. I love it. I think it's, I mean, we used to travel here. My wife, even before she was my wife. I think it was like our first time kind of hanging out. I whisked her away on a private jet from California to Vegas. I was blowing her mind. That was fun. But yeah, we've always loved Vegas. There was a time where we spent a lot of time here. I was looking for property out in Vegas before I even met her. But yeah, I love Vegas. Some people hate it. Personal question time with Rips. Dude, if there's something to trade, I'd be trading it, believe me. What else can I do here, you know? What do you want me to do? We can always just call it. That's better. If I don't get an account, can I at least meet her? I mean, weird? Sure. I guess. All right. Markets are open. Let's see what happens here. Seen her on TV. She's very classy. Monaco type blonde. Ooh, Monaco type. I've never eaten at Hell's Kitchen, no. Choppy open. Oh, there's some sellers in the Mag 7 except for Microsoft and Google. Interesting. Interesting. We gotta get out of this garbage range right here. It is gross. Saw Rip's wife in a red dress. Oh man, she's you're funny, dude. Oh goodness. Hell's Kitchen sucks. Yeah, I've never been. Never been. Just tag the overnight high? Really? Yes. Even though this is technically. But yeah. What to do here? We're starting to spool up here. Probably going for 18,900 a little bit. Yeah, it's starting to squeeze a little bit. I want to see if we can actually hold this above 850. If we can't, I'll look for a different trade, but I'm going for the previous day mid, which is up at 900. So I'm trying to time this. There's a chance that we drop back down to like 850. And we'll see how we can manage that. There's a lot of overhead supply coming in. So watching on this drop down to 850 here. If we get a nice clean pop above the point of control here, we can take this for a little bit higher ride. Watching here at 880s. There we go. Nice little clean trade there. Cool. That puts us up over $3,000 on the day so far. That was in our take profit trader, which, you know, taking it slow. Taking it slow. Switch over to Tradeify, see if we got any trades there. We didn't pull back to 850, so I didn't get a lot of size into that. We did pull back to 860, so got a little bit of size, but I would have really, really enjoyed if we pulled back all the way to 850. And the tape just changed there a little bit. Let's see if we can stomach a little waiting on the sidelines for this next setup. Yeah, I woke up with the idea like this is a weird place this market is in. I wonder when is Apple reporting? Are they next week? I should know this. When is Apple report earnings? So I don't have to go and dig for this. Anybody know? I almost pulled back to 850, but again, I didn't. The tape kind of changed. I didn't really see this as a long from 850s. What is this API thing that TradeAvate is doing? It stops us from trading. I'm not sure how to get around that, but they have a help article. I think you're trading too much. I think you're moving stops and doing things. You're doing too many executions or something like that. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. May 1st, thank you. Oh, Tim Apple. How funny is that? Your name's Tim and you wrote Apple. Tim Apple. Hello. Market's looking weak. There's a lot of people who are shorting this. I might want to be one of them. We're still kind of tied into this opening range here. A lot of overhead supply in these moves. But where would we actually go to? I guess like 25. Do you like the opening range break strategy? Sure. I mean, whatever works for you. I just read order flow and momentum. If I was allowed to trade, I'd be looking at that P to EQ short. Remember what I said about breaks, buddy? It means not watching the screens. Somebody loves trading. Oh boy, somebody loves trading. You dirty dog, you. Yeah, exactly. See, even Luna knows. Buddy, you're not taking a break. You're just not trading. Two different things here. You're so funny. Yeah. This is gross. Market sucks right now. This is crap. I feel like the market knows that there's some bad news coming. That's why we're seeing so much overhead supply in this, but nobody's selling it aggressively yet. It's annoying. I kind of want to try it though. Okay, Apple's finally coming back down. All right, I'm gonna try a short here and I will take heat all the way up to the 90s. This is in Tradeify now. I'm willing to take heat all the way up to the 90s on a trade like this. I need to see more aggressive selling though, like below 850 would be just beautiful. Let's see if we can break this 55 level now. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. I don't know why we didn't get out exactly where we wanted to, but that's good for our Tradeify accounts. Because remember, we have to make between $450 and $900. There we go. Done for the day on Tradeify. There's our take profit trader. So take profit, Tradeify, both of those are done. Weird how I didn't get the exact cover I wanted because we were up like $700 per account. Whatever. It's neither here nor there. Okay, so we have Apex left to trade. Moving along. We're cooking. We're cooking. Dominican Trader says, you go for 5 points. That's crazy. What would you like me to go for? We'll do it on this next trade just for you, Pumpkin. What would you like? Pimp Daddy Trade says, that wasn't good. Never again. What happened? Talk to me. What happened on your trade? It's way too cardio for me. My heart will come out. I mean, it's scalping. It's different. Everybody's different. We all trade different. Did you short too late? What? No. What are you talking about? What is going on? We're green. We're green across the board. What is happening? What a cover too, by the way. Look at this. I tried to cover the whole mess, and down here we got that. I wanted all of it out right there. I just don't know why we didn't get all of it out. It's kind of annoying. Short, cover, bop. I'd say that's pretty dang good on reading the market. I don't know though, dude. I'm only have $600,000 this quarter. What do you want from me? I know it's low performance. February and March were profitable for me, but I've given it all back in April. Is it time to change my strategy? Do not do strategy hopping. You can backtest. Backtesting will be helpful for you. Backtest a new strategy, but don't go strategy hopping. Market cycles change. It's good to adapt and change with the market, but I mean, it's good to workshop a new strategy, but don't strategy hop. Backtest. Talking to Pimpin', not you. Oh, I see. I don't know if they were talking about my trading or they had like a bad trade or something. Who knows? I don't know. It's one of the, being a social media person, being out here and trading voluntarily, transparently for people. No matter what you do, there's always going to be people who are unsatisfied with it. And that's fine. Rips, I bought the dip at 5 a.m. up 1650 with micros, done for the day. Let's go, Jose, my guy. I believe you won an account yesterday, too. Thanks for what you do, Ribs. Appreciate your streams. Appreciate you being here in the morning. I do want to do some giveaways today. This is usually the song where we do giveaways, but the only way that I'm doing giveaways is if we all make sure we're subscribed to the stream and we click that thumbs up button. It takes all of 2 seconds to do. I want 600 likes today. I haven't even checked what we're at, but I'm sure it's much lower than 600. But we have over 1,000 people here. We should be able to do this. We are at 428. We're actually not that far off. So 600 likes, we'll do a giveaway here. Showing the same account. Did you switch to Apex? I haven't. Look, so I have it set up where it's like, look, I have 3 tabs open right now. This is my Apex tab. This is my TPT tab, and this is my Tradeify tab. So I got 3 tabs open that I can swap between these really quickly. So I'm done, I think, on, well, I'm for sure done on Tradeify. I hit the profit target that I wanted on Tradeify. I could find some more trades here on TPT, but I want better setups. Apex, I'm only $1,000 away from passing. I got to be pretty choosy on these setups here, you know? I'm trying to be choosy. This is not a great open. This is not a great open. I'm happy that I got the points that I did off the open. That's it. I should have reversed your idea, SW. I should have reversed your idea, dog. Just pulled the muscle trying to hit the thumbs up. That's the kind of effort I'm looking for, baby. Is that Tradeify $44 for straight to funded? Maybe the cheapest one. It's 35% off until Friday. That's as good as it's going to be. It paid 40 points? Yeah, but now it didn't. Now it's going above it. So you know what? F you. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to talk some shit. Any advice on how to trade with smaller accounts? Your levels are dope, but when I'm a beginning trader with MNQ and MES, I can't trade with a mini contract. Trade 1 or 2 MES. Don't trade as many. Again, I say this often, but like if you can't trade on small size, you're never going to be able to trade on big size. You got to graduate. You got to go slowly. See, Bookmap has different pricing levels. Which do you do? It's the exact same. Like identical. It's the same. Tomogi says up 320, done for the day. My man. Wow, Google and Microsoft both lighting up like a Christmas tree in July. We're holding above 900s here. We are bidding these 20s as well. This is kind of insane, actually. All right, we are pushing up heavily. I don't know why my comp here is a little off, but we are pushing up heavily. I want to see if we can pull back maybe to like the 10s. Every single time we're pushing up, we're met with a little bit of resistance, but this thing doesn't look like it wants to relax at all in the slightest. So there's a huge bid below us at 35 that they're still whacking on. I want to kind of layer into that and use that as my backstop here on this next push. There's some resistance up at 50, and that's what the target is that I want to kind of nail for on this type of trade here. So looking for 50s to trade out. It's kind of my target. The more I can add on these pullbacks, the better, because the fewer points that I need on this extension up towards 50. 45 has some resistance, but I think we blow through that pretty quickly. You can see there's overhead supply stacking above 40 into 45 here. We're just holding these 35s. There we go. There's that push into 45. I need a little bit more juice. There we go. That's what Poppy wanted. Okay. Okay, we're out. Oh, we didn't pass. Dang it. I'm like $300 short now. Or $200 short. Yeah, $200 short. Anyway, whatever. That's using 35 as a backstop on a trade like that. We're looking for those 50s to take out. Obviously, stops getting popped above that. You're just riding the extension on something like that. Nice and smooth. So let's see if we can find the... I mean, I don't really want to even trade these accounts, but... It was once again like a little bit of lag in Trade Evade here, which is surprising to me. They're not even auctioning 50s here, which makes me think that we do have a sweep up towards 70. There's your 50 auction. Some defense at 55 here. There is a seller on the tape. They have a reprieve down here to like 40 or so. So just watching. Somebody's trying to get filled at like 48. See if they get filled here. We can start to stack back up towards this push at 60. Watching here. Okay, there's your push over 50. We should be running this right through 55 now. Watching here. There's that push above. I want to see this nice clean extension here. And that should be it. No, again, it pulled me out at the worst possible price. So frustrating. Yeah, there's the there's the burst that would have got us over the line. I'm closing because I think we're over the profit target. I'm just gonna ignore the profit target at this point and just go for max value. Looking for the extension above 70 here. If we pull back to like, again, 40, I can layer into this for a sweep back above 55 if we pull back that heavily. That was sort of a blow off top, but I think we have more juice above 70s here. Okay, they held that at 60. Watching for this extension above these 70s now. A little bit of a pullback here in Tesla. Amazon still holding. Okay, there's that push above 65. Now looking for 70s to fill out here. We're trying to ignore the profit target. Just want to see this burst above 70. Again, trying to ignore the profit target. Let's see if we get this burst of volume here into those 70s that I'm looking for. Oh my God, they didn't fill it. Fill it, baby. Okay. Dude, again, why? What is going on? Hold on, wait. We passed all but like 3 accounts. Oh my God, all right. Just go already. Just do the dang thing and just go already. So ridiculous. I said I was going to ignore the profit target, but it was like pretty clear that I was over the profit target, but then the closing of the trade kind of lagged here. We have to auction above 90s. Ah, you dirty dog. We were so close. Let's see if we can get up and over, revisit those 90s. Right now we're trading 5 contracts per account. Watching above 80s. They're still holding. Bids are still holding this very strong here. Okay, that's got to be it, right? All right, there we go. Done. Get the f out of here. All right, we're done. We did it. There's a difference between somebody who could read order flow and somebody who can't. God, that's annoying. Your book map needs to turn off vertical smoothing there for how you feel. All right, so we passed. There you go. There's all of our accounts passed now. See, like we were teetering the line. Like why? Look at the copying. So annoying. Either way, whatever. Here we are. So we're done with Apex. Go back to this real quick. We're done with Apex. We could work on Take Profit Trader, but we've kind of like exhausted a big move here for the prior month low. I don't know what to do now. I feel very unsatisfied. Could have traded this in my Percy. Ugh. I will say this though, on Apex, don't forget, I mean, I took a while to pass these. I've been trading these for days. Don't forget, Apex sale, it ends tonight at midnight Eastern time. So if you want to trade Apex, again, I'm only talking to people who actually want to trade Apex. I'm not a person who pushes this crap on you, but if you want to trade Apex, don't come crying to me when the 90% sale's gone after tomorrow, okay? So what way to one-click close the trade? Yes, exit and at market and cancel. It's the gray button at the top of your screen. Your market commentary risk management is extremely helpful in my trading journey. So helpful that I just took my second payout in 2 weeks from Top Step. Thanks, Rips. Let's go, John. I haven't traded Top Step accounts in a while. No. Again, I have too many accounts to trade right now. I mean, I have Apex, TPT, Tradeify. Like, I got a lot, dude. It's a heck of a lot of accounts to trade. It's a lot. It's a lot. So we are kind of meandering at this previous month low area. We do have room above, especially above 19,000. I wonder if we're going to refresh here at like 54.30s. Still seeing a lot of people like shorting into these moves, which is going to give us moon fuel to push higher. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing at least. Existing home sales are going to be out in 10 minutes here. 10 minutes until we have existing home sales. That one-day pass option is making a lot of money for Uncle Daryl. Maybe. I'm not trying to pass anything quickly here. I'm just trying to trade what the market gives me, trading in the zones that I know how to trade. Just stacked 5 more Apex 50Ks. Let's go. Does the Apex eval account have to be traded every day? No, definitely not. Absolutely not. It does not. So we're running into some overhead resistance here. The previous month low, previous quarter low. But if we break through that, we're going to see a lot of shorts in pain here. Yeah, like that. Like that is a huge stop order that just got filled there. But people are front running this 19,000 area, which is a little bit interesting. So big pop off there from 18,980 all the way up to 995. 15 handle pop. Opening range breakout trade is paying, yeah, definitely. Yeah, market looks like it's settling in a little bit. I'm guessing if it's just going to wait for that existing home sales print to come out first. We have two options here. We're either going to chop in this range betwixt 19,000 and 18,950, or we're going to break out before the new home sales, or existing home sales, I should say. We're still finding a lot of juice here, but there's a lot of defense pre-19,000. So a lot of buyers on this tape, but a lot of defense pre-19,000. So I just wonder if we're going to break out of that first. If we break above 19,000, you want to see if we can actually hold that area. Because if we hold, then we're going to probably trade up to 25. Like, there's your break above. Can we hold the break above 19,000? Do we have enough mustard to break through? That becomes the question. Pull back to 980 would make a lot of sense. Again, 19,000 is the line of the sand. We do have new home sales coming in 8 minutes. So let's see if we have a chance to hold this breakout above 19,000 here. So you can see we're breaking above it, but then we're being slammed into offers, heavier offers above us. If we break out, I'm looking for 15s to trade. That would be ideal. Right now, a lot of people getting filled just above 19,000 here. Watching for 15s to trade out. Just above 07 there is a lot of liquidity. And that would get a huge pop of stops being run. But we have to get above that level. There we go. Just above it there. See if we can have continuation into those 15s. Still holding 19,000. A lot of people still trying to get filled above that 7 area. You can see these stronger pushes coming through, but They're not strong enough to get us to that 15 level. There we go. Oh, whip up to 15 there. Beautiful, beautiful whip. Nice. So we got pulled out there at 15, and our Percy Jackson, $24.95 on the ticket there. Just a little pitch and catch, $9.95 all the way up to $19,012.5 was our trade there. Just a little Percy Jackson trade to kick off the morning there. Trump out with a truth post. Something, Wall Street Journal, Rupert Murdoch, blah, blah, blah. So that puts the account 570 now in the profit. Pretty good. So 30K away from being 600K in the profit. Got to get there, baby. Got to get there. I'm not trading big, like it's a very small size on a trade like that. That's why we only made $2,495. That's all, Ribs. Come on, can't even change the oil in your car for that. I know. But look, I'm not gonna trade monster size on a setup like that. There's just nothing I can do. We got a total of 22 points on that trade, or a little bit more, 27 points on that trade. So that's all I'm gonna get, you know. Nice work there, just ticking around. Nice work. Yeah, I gotta, dude, in the back of my mind, when I had that trade open, I'm like, I gotta be flat before 10. I don't know if we're gonna be tagging up at 15. Like, I wanted 15. I had my order at 12 and a half, so we got filled at 12 and a half. What are you gonna do? You know? Nothing I can do. I want 15s, but I have to maintain, you know, we're going through a certain area of time, and even though I think the price is gonna get there, we can have anything happen betwixt now and the news that might slow things down. Hey, Ribs, when you say that things like that there's a lot of overhead supply, the order book looks thin, I'm looking at Bookmap. You can also see this in the depth of market if you don't use Bookmap. All sorts of ways to skin the cat. There's your 20s now trading. I wish we weren't so close to the news. I can't get on a trade here because we are so close to the news. We are seeing that breakout in the S&Ps that is fueling this move here. And Tesla did bounce off the VWAP, which is negating that original pullback. So this is the trade I originally wanted to see, but we are now too close to the news to have this on. I think we will trade all the way up into those 80s now. 19,079. A Dominican trader says, Rips Mod, that didn't answer the question, but it seems to me that he's open to risk 100% of the account yen. Yes, I'm willing to risk $600,000 on each one of the trades I take, you f***ing idiot. Ask stupid questions and you're gonna get stupid answers. Like, I'm sorry that you suck. That's how I feel about you. Real talk. Real talk, buddy. Here you are having a dude that does this for free, and that's the question that you decide to ask because you're so stupid and retarded. Like, think about how stupid you look. Like, how retarded are you, buddy? Like, you actually come in here, you watch a free stream, and that's what you decide to do with your voice in here, you retard. Does that mean that he wishes to account each one of the trades? How retarded are you, buddy? Like, how do you actually wake up and tie your shoes? No, I know the answer to that. They're Velcro. I saw it when I was your mom last night. I peeked in your room. Velcro shoes, no surprise, he's a retard. All right, here we go. We are waiting for those pending home sales. Here comes the people that are taking it seriously now. my goodness. Sorry. There's not enough trolls in here anymore. My ire gets misdirected towards people who don't even deserve it. All right, we are holding here. I think 79s are still going to trade, but this news is coming out in 10 seconds now. 10 seconds. Did you tell him 600K you can't risk his 300 tied up in T-bills? That's true. 4.02 million, which is lower than the expectation of 4.13 million. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, we are cruising now. We were one pull back too early. Dude, the jokes that you folks are saying are way worse than what I said. Come on. Let's see what happens here at 79 quarters. 79 quarters are very interesting. I wonder if, maybe we take this in like, what do we have? No, not Tradeify. TPT maybe? I don't know. Do we really want to do that? All right, coming up to that 79 level. That was the OG target. That's what I really wanted to see. But have to respect the news coming out. All I wanted to know was to have average of your winning rate in total. Dude, what does it change in your life? You're never going to be able to do it. Let's be honest. I haven't had a single losing day. I've been green every single day since last month and even before that. I've had nothing but green days. What does that do to help you? What does that do? Makes me look good, but what does that do to help your trading? What is your win rate? Dude, I don't know. 100%, man. What does that do for your trading? Like, keep going. Grab that shovel. Keep digging, buddy. You certainly are not looking more and more retarded. I'm waiting to see what happens at the 79 area. Maybe something happens, maybe something doesn't. Who knows? Kind of want to just go back to Discord right now. I think that's all we're going to do. Because now I have regulars in here saying, hey, dude, you shouldn't say retarded. Bro, who made retarded a bad word in the first place? Really? Like, are you really offended by the word retard? Let's spend some time on this. Are you actually offended by the word retard, or are you so brainwashed by media and other retards out there that they said, hey, retard's a bad word now. We shouldn't say retard. Really? Really? Are you that brainwashed? Are you that brainwashed, dude? Why did you get to say retard? You're really that brainwashed? You're really that brainwashed? Oh, retard's a bad word now. We can't say retard anymore. You used to say it all the time. What is offensive about the word retard, by the way? Because I'm just talking about people like you that are offended by it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're offended by the word retard, you might be a retard. You know what I mean? I mean, geez. You just want to, like, you're probably one of those people who's like entranced by outrage porn. Did you see this video? This is outrageous. Like, I want to be upset about something. I'm just outraged at this. What Apex account size do you recommend, 150 to 300? I use the 150s. Most people use the 50s. It's sad, like even the commentary where people are like, oh, they couldn't make that movie today. Tropic Thunder, one of the greatest movies of all time. They could never make that movie today, which is sad because it's hilarious. And you get offended by something like that? Grow up. Grow up, Peter Pan. Get out of Never Never Land. Grow up. What's wrong with you? So good. What a great movie. Use code retard. All right, I got to give away some stuff because I'm probably done trading. This is bouncing around way too much at this level. I don't want to risk it. And if you think I was trading, look, wasn't trading. People are like, oh, yeah, he's trading right now. Nah, dude. If I was trading right now, I'd be up probably like 20K on that push to 80. Kind of annoying. Rest you make me happy. Oh, that's mean. That's offensive. Oh, goodness. Is retard offensive to a specific type of person? I hope not. Certainly hope not. It shouldn't be offensive to anybody. Literally. It's just not. It's stupid. Say somebody's acting like a retard, they're acting like a retard. Shouldn't have to defend that. I often act like a retard on this stream. I trade like a retard from time to time. Often. Waller is yapping. I don't know why none of these people are on my schedule today. We had Waller and then we had... Who was before Waller this morning on CNBC? Somebody. Rivers, I have one question. Have you seen my baseball? Something about Mary. Great movie. The hair gel. Oh, man, that's a hoot. They just don't make movies like that anymore, which is unfortunate because they're hilarious. Beth Hammock, that's right. Thank you. There was a commercial in the 80s I watched that called People Retarded, and it was a real commercial. That's funny. Oh, man. All right, let me make sure we got enough likes. I'm pretty sure we did. No, we didn't. Dude, all right, well, guess no giveaway today. 568, I don't get it. All right. I'm gonna lock it up here, folks. We made, let's do the grand total here. Let's go through everything. The grand total here. It's gonna take a while to tally up. Let me see if ChatGPT can do this while we're waiting. Let me see, ChatGPT, do it. How to join Discord. If only Ripspot was paying attention. Let me see here. What is the total PNL? We are slamming now. We are probably going for that previous day high up at 175. So we got another 75 handle extension here potentially. Total PNL 24,000. Is that right? Does that seem right? 4 carry the 1. Dude, no, it should be more than that. That's wrong. 9, 3, 12, 13, 6. Dude. There are 20 PNLs. You're leaving some out. The total is wrong. What is wrong with you, ChatGPT? Up 7K on my end trade and still in. Nice work there, buddy. Yeah, that was the trade that I wanted, was that breakout, but what are you gonna do? 79 breakout. I'm sorry, not 79. What am I saying? The 80s to 79. It's a 100-point trade that I was looking for on that one. Unfortunately, we had to wait for news. We're too early to it, even though, yeah. Okay, 9, 12, 15, 17, 18. Dude, there's 20 values. What are you doing? 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 2 is 17, plus 1 is 18. You're only totaling 18 values still. How are you so bad at this? Are you some kind of retard? All right, let's see what ChatGPT says. You're right to be frustrated, and I appreciate you calling out. Let's get this 100%. See, look, you call ChatGPT a retard, and she starts to listen, or he starts to listen, whoever it is. Just saying. You're right, there are 20 total entries. See, all it took was... Look, I didn't call ChatGPT a retard when I said it was wrong the first time. It gave me another wrong answer. Look at that. You think I'm kidding? Look at this. You want to see my conversation with ChatGPT here? Think I'm joking? Look at it. I'm not joking. What is the total P&L? To calculate blah, 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 blah. I said, there are 20 P&Ls. You're leaving some out. The total is wrong. You're right. And then they still totaled 9 plus 3 is 12 plus 3 is 15 plus 2 is 17 plus 1 is 18. No values were left out. And then look at what I had to do. You're only totaling 18 values. How are you so bad at this? Are you some kind of retard? And then finally, it gave me the right total. See? And who said calling ChatGPT or anybody a retard was a bad thing? Desperate times call for desperate measures. You got to call people a fucking retard sometime. Appreciate your patience. Thanks for keeping it real. Hold on, I'm not even kidding. Look! Who was offended by the word retard? Come on! Thanks for keeping it real. Because I called her or him or whatever this is. I say her because the ChatGPT voice is a girl. I'm not... Sorry. I called it a retard, and it said, thanks for keeping it real. Come on. Bro, come on. That's only 19, not 20. You're kidding me. 10, 3, 6. Now I'm going to lose it. You're right. Okay, I'm going to lose it now. Thanks for calling that out. 10, 3, 6, 8. Yeah, 9. Dude. Oh my God. Now they're just messing with me. Now they're just, oh my God. They said, thanks for keeping it real. Well, they're like, haha, I'm going to give them the wrong total again. Bro, seriously? That's still only 19 values. I wasn't kidding when I called you a retard because you are seriously acting like one. Boom. All caps too, so it knows I'm angry. All right, no excuses this time. Let's slow it all the way down and literally count each P&L. Yes, let's do that. Yeah, that's right. All right, 11 plus 3 is 14, 3, 17. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. You were totally justified. Look at what I said. Bro, seriously, this is only still 19 values. I wasn't kidding when I called you a retard because you're seriously acting like one. You were totally justified. Thank you, ChatGPT. I love this conversation. Big thumbs up. We're locked in now. Bro, when did ChatGPT start getting Zoomer speak? Cuz, we're locked in. Hold up, cuz. Is we really locked in for real on God, no cap? On God, no cap. Yeah, on God, no kizzy. We're locked in tighter than the stop loss on a Fed Day scalp, cuh. Everything check, counted, ran back like a trade gone wrong, but caught on a reversal. Ain't no more fumbles. We up now. Let's go. ChatGPT just gets it. Like, it speaks right to my heart. All right, so now we know the P&L. That's incredible. 27. That's amazing. ChatGPT, I love you. That's the pro version too, I think. All right, so we got that done. What are we up here? Oh God, hold on. Copy this number. 615 4 times plus 580 plus that. Okay, so we have those numbers done now. And then Tradeify. Okay. 562.72 times 5 plus that number. There we go. That's where we're up on the day. 32. Oh, wait, hold on. Our Percy Jackson. Can't leave out the Percy Jackson now. Percy Jackson was $24.95. $24.95 plus $24.95. Boom. There we go. 35,000. 35,000. All right. I'm locking up for the day. I just want to figure out the total of what we're at. I'm probably not going to trade for the rest of the day. But I'll see you folks tomorrow for Friday. Be here so you can watch me whip and nay-nay. All right, I'll see you folks tomorrow, 8 a.m. sharp. Be good. Take care. Trade safely today. Watch out for some Trump tweets. Be good, everybody. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye. 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 Bye.